So we're going to look at improper fractions or top-heavy fractions and mixed numbers, or mixed fractions as some people would call them. So 3 and 4/7 is a mixed number or a mixed fraction, and 25/7 or 25/7 is an improper fraction. Those are your two types. So looking at the first bit, changing improper fractions to mixed numbers. So we'll start off with 23/4. Now 23/4 you can write as 23 divided by 4. So we can do a division sum, or you can do it in your head if you can do how many 4s go into 23. So in this case, 4s into 23 goes exactly 5 with a remainder of 3. So 23/4 can be written 5 whole times it goes in, with 3 quarters, 3 out of 4, because the denominator stays the same. So fraction denominator remains the same, with the remainder as the numerator. So our remainder is 3, so it goes on the top. Our denominator hasn't changed. Our denominator went into the 23 exactly 5 times. So let's look at another one. So in this case, we've got 25/7. So we can write that as 25 divided by 7, so we can do our chimney sum, or do it in our head if we can't. So 7 goes into 25 exactly 3 times, with a remainder of 4. So 25/7 can be written 3, the whole number of times it goes in, with 4, the remainder, over the 7, the numerator has stayed the same. Now, you might get cancelling here on some of the questions in the book. If you do, it's much easier cancelling here than it is cancelling the big one at the start. Okay? So that's improper fractions to mixed numbers. Let's look at it going the other way. So mixed numbers to improper fractions. So here we've got 6 and 2/3. So step 1, we take our whole number at the front and we times it by our denominator. So 6 times 3 is 18. Our step 2, we then add the numerator to that value. So realistically, what we've done here, just to look at it, 6, how many thirds in 6? So there's 3/3 in one whole, which means there's 18 thirds in 6. So hence why we get the 18 here. What we then do is we add the extra 2/3 we have here, the 2. So we get 20, and then step 3 we reconstruct. So the 20 goes over our denominator. Again, the denominator does not change. So if it's thirds, we have thirds here. If it's quarters, we have quarters here. If it's 9, we have ninths. If we have 20, it's 20ths. The only thing that will change is our numerator. So looking at a second example of that. So here, 2 and 5/8. So our first step, we do 2, the whole number at the front, times 8, our denominator, to get 16. So 2 is 16/8, which is why we get the 16. We then add the extra 5/8, so hence why we add the 5 here. So we get 21, then we reconstruct 21/8. So just running through that, 2 times 8, whole number times the denominator gives us the 16. We add the numerator here to get the 21, and we put it over the denominator. It has not changed in the denominator.